Wheels Museum. I'm very thrilled to have a super good friend and fabulous volunteer today, who just now said 2 minutes ago that he would talk with me, so we have no rehearsal or anything, we usually don't. But this is Don Briggs, amazing Don Briggs, who's an engineer. And Don, how long have you been a volunteer here?
I've been here a little over 2 years now, in February
We're so grateful.
when I started. So
We're all volunteers, and to have someone like Don Briggs here is an enormous support, enormous help and friendship. So you've done so much for the Wheels Museum. Tell us about some of the projects you've worked on, if you would.
Well, when I first came here, they needed someone to work on the O-gauge layout, which is a very large O-gauge. I don't know, it might be the largest one in New Mexico.
Probably.
And so I started there. In like the first or second week I was here, I'm out there sweeping the floors, and I discovered this box behind these cars, and it turned out to be an airplane kit.
Minor detail. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So,
okay, full size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So myself and another volunteer decided that we would look at this airplane kit, and so we started looking at it and pulled it out, and it looked like something that we could actually build. And so we got Leba involved and everything, and she was really excited.
Well, that's true. That part's true. Yeah.
She was real
the
happy
technical,
to
I didn't do any
hear about
gluing or
that.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I spent about a year with a little less than a year with another volunteer building this Fisher Flying Products FP303. It was really a lot of fun. I learned a lot about airplane construction. It's a wooden airplane. It's all wood, spruce.
How many pieces did it have, do you think? More or less.
Probably around in the neighborhood of 2,000 pieces.
It's unbelievable. It's
probably.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
You all have to come and see. It's magnificent what they did.
Yeah. Yep.
The detail.
It's now hanging from the ceiling. It's not a very big airplane. It's considered an ultralight. And
but for us, it's big and it's magnificent, and it is such a labor of love and ability.
Yeah.
And you did it with another engineer, I think. Also, didn't you? Or
yes, Alan.
Alan. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's an engineer, but he's talented too. Yeah.
He was very talented, and I sure appreciated his help.
That's wonderful. But you led the way, and you did that. And now you're in the throes of working on the O-gauge train.
Yes, that's correct. So the O-gauge layout was donated by, do you remember the doctor's name?
Yes, Dr. Dave Hartson.
Dr. Dave Hartson. And do you know what year it was donated?
We've had it probably 15 years here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's been here a long time, and when I came in, much of the layout was not working. The switches and some of the tracks and stuff like that, and they weren't being used. So over the last year, I've been working on getting all of that layout working and stuff, and I'm almost done. I'm working on the turntable right now and the roundhouse, and so it's working, but it needs tuning.
It's so gorgeous, and you've developed steps where children can stand up and watch it, and they come sometimes every week, and they come and stay for hours and hours, and grandpas and everybody comes, and everybody loves it so much. How many trains are on it, would you say, or available to it? How many trains do we have back there available to the O-gauge?
I have not counted the number of trains that are available because there are so many. And it's probably in the neighborhood of 500 or 600 locomotives. And we did do a count of the length of track, and it came out to around 800 feet of track.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
That layout.
And all kinds of scenery, and there's little trailers, and there's a circus, and there's in fact, the lady who's speaking at 10 o'clock this morning is going to talk about circuses, but we do have a little circus on the track, and it's adorable, and there's farms, and there's little sales of vegetables and all kinds of precious little,
Yes.
details on it.
You forgot the McDonald's.
And there's McDonald's, oh, we can get a hamburger over there, and there's oil rigs, and there's all kinds of things going on that's just incredibly interesting and
Yes,
wonderful.
and,
Yeah.
and I've recently been made the team leader for
Yes, thank you.
that.
Thank you very much.
O-Gauge, and so I'm trying to come up with a theme essentially, or an idea of where we go in the future with it and stuff. And
Wonderful, thank you, thank you.
and the layout is so large, it takes quite a bit of maintenance
Yes, yeah.
time and stuff. So we have a couple of volunteers that I'm working with, and I would like to develop a program for maintaining everything, to
Wonderful.
get everything
Thank you.
dusted every now and then.
Yeah,
you know,
thank you, thank you. We're always
and,
looking for volunteers. We want
yes.
volunteers. We do mentor young people.
Yes.
Sometimes we mentor special needs people, and anyone who's interested in volunteering to help us,
Yes.
we're looking for help. We have a wonderful volunteer group, and we want to increase that,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, so if you like to run trains or learn about running trains, model trains, come on down.
Yeah, that's right. Come on down. We're open Monday through Thursday mornings, Saturdays 10 to 2, and Sundays starting now in May will be open 10 to 2.
Yeah.
So we're looking for help all the time, and it's fun.
Yes.
It's fun, and it's fun to see the smiles of all the people who are watching and love it so much. And they come from all over the world. People come from all over the world. Now, our big project now is we are working on the plans for the Babbitt and Welding Shop to expand our model train layouts. And everybody says, are you gonna move what you have over there? No.
Yeah.
We are anticipating new exhibits. I was in Santa Fe last week and saw the layout that they have at the Santa Fe History Museum, which they want us to have in a year or so, which is Santa Fe to Lamy. And that's about a 30-foot long layout. So that's a very interesting layout. And people are offering us layouts all the time. So we're trying to expand, and having you to lead this is magnificent. I cannot thank you enough for providing this for our people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's my understanding that new building is gonna be available to model railroad clubs also.
Yes, yeah. So all we need is probably around $5 million. I say all, but it's gonna be an expensive rebuild.
Okay.
We gotta it's a 5,000 square foot building. It's not huge, but it's gonna need a lot of rehab and repair, and has no infrastructure. There's no electricity or bathrooms or lighting or anything in it, to say nothing of the broken windows and broken doors. And the roof is good except for one part. So I'd say 5 million. I hope it's less than 5 million. We're working with the city, and we're doing the feasibility studies now, and we're hoping that we will be able to begin funding. On October 24th, we're having a dinner at St. John's Church, a fundraising dinner to support the effort to begin the funding for that building. So we're gonna start selling tickets now, and they've got a wonderful chef over there. It's a professional chef, and they have room for 300 people, and it's very nice. And we're charging $50 a person for the dinner, which we think is very reasonable. And sponsored tables for 10 people are $1,000, and we have higher sponsorships as well. So we're hoping to kick off the real funding for that building on October 24th.
No.
So if anybody wants to buy a table or tickets, give me a call. I'm at 505-243-6269. We are just trying to bring wholesome activities to people, educational activities, fun activities, that people can learn about transportation and technology of transportation like you're doing, and what is the future of transportation. So really grateful.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, Wheels Museum is really unique in the variety of stuff that we have here.
Yes.
And so I heard a rumor about a model of the Breaking Bad RV.
So we've had a very fascinating thing happen in the last few days. We had a visit from the two men who own the Breaking Bad store in Old Town. And they said Sony wants to give them the model of the RV that was used in Breaking Bad. Well, we got very excited about that because people can sit in it. It's a photo op. It's very interesting. After we got real excited, we realized that the prop is 10 by 9 by 7 feet. It's not a tiny prop. And one of the volunteers, who was more logical and sensible than I am, said it won't fit in our doors, even though our door is 8 feet. So then last night, in the middle of the night, I woke up at midnight, as I often do, and I thought, you know what? Why don't we put it in our container? We have a container in back where it will fit.
Oh.
So I have this morning written to those men, and also called them and left a message to see if they would like to do that. It would be on loan. They eventually would like to use it for their own use, but in the meantime, for the next few years, they'd like to work with us, where they would advertise for us and we would advertise for them, and bring in people to do photo ops and see this very, very fascinating, I think, quote, RV prop from Sony that was used in Breaking Bad. So that's right. And when you say we have a lot of things, somebody came to me last week and said, Leba, I hope this doesn't hurt your feeling. It's very eclectic in here. I said, hurt my feelings. I love it. That's what we want. So some people are afraid of that. There's a few people over the years that have said, no, we only want trains, but no. In WHEELS is an acronym. We have everything everyone loves spinning. So we're looking for old things, now things, and things of the future, about progress of society through moving. That's what we're trying to do.
Cool.
So cool. Yeah. Okay, I think it is too. I think it's fabulous because we get fascinating things coming in all the time, new exhibit items, and we're hoping, as I say, to expand, and we're hoping to expand to the machine shop.
Yeah.
So that's a $100 million project where we could put the big airplane exhibits and automobile exhibits and truck exhibits and train exhibits and the market and other museums. We could fill it now if we had it.
We could actually get full-size train cars and locomotives in there.
That's exactly our plan. That's our hope. In the meantime, we've put in 400 feet of track, and we're looking to do the power now for private rail cars behind wheels outside, and start doing excursions there too. So we're looking for the little tiniest things, like in the train cars that you have. I think it's fascinating. A man who gave us several hundred locomotives and train cars, put people in all of them. So if you come in here, you can see little teensy tiny people.
Yes.
That's amazing.
They are hand painted.
And hand painted. And he was here the other day, and it's unbelievable to sit and hand paint probably, I don't know, thousands maybe of little teeny tiny people. So the devotion to this work is incredible. Your devotion, all of us who are here working as volunteers to bring the history and the future of progress to our people all over the world. So that's my story, and I'm so glad you're in that story and a big part of that story. And wonderful and wonderful. I'm glad
it's really a lot of fun.
It's fun, and I'm glad you're thinking of initiating new projects and new work and new exhibits, and so we're looking all the time for people who want to help us with that.
Well, we've made significant changes over the last 2 years.
That is right.
The airplanes and the sailplane. It's really amazing what
58-foot glider.
Changes.
I think the more we make progress, other people see that, they want to donate to us, give us things that were in their family, and we're getting wonderful photographs and exhibit items all the time. And all we don't have is space.
That's right.
And a lot of money, but mostly space. That's when we moved here. Many people said, "Oh, Leba, you'll never fill this building. This is about 27,000 feet. You'll never fill it." Oh, we'll fill it.
Well, I remember when you first moved in here, my wife and I came down
Do you?
here.
Oh my gosh.
And there were just a few tables.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was it.
You know what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yes.
But we welcome everybody to come. And the technical, I don't understand anything about the technical of the trains, but I'm glad you understand everything about it.
I've been learning a lot.
Have you?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm not really a collector, but I love the technology. So I'm
wonderful.
learning, all about the mechanical and electrical parts. And
that's right.
And the new stuff. Right now I'm trying to find a little integrated circuit chip for one of our trains, and it's the train was made in 1998, and so I don't know where to find the chips.
So the technology has changed a lot even in that period of time.
Yes.
Like everything in this world. I was talking to my husband this morning about, whoever thought steam would go out? Whoever thought the typewriter would go out? You know, I mean, all these things, and now
Yes.
the acceleration of all that is
Yes.
difficult for
That's
me.
true. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, the train technology now, John was just telling me, that, Lionel, who, you know, probably everybody knows
Sure.
Lionel trains, they're going to all Bluetooth train
Really?
controls on their trains.
Wow. So is that good for
So-
us?
I guess so. I mean, we would have to update all our locomotives and
Yeah,
stuff if we were
yeah.
to do that, but the idea is that you can just load an app on your phone and you can run the train with your phone.
Amazing. Amazing.
And, yeah.
You can do everything on your phone and run everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, we'll have to see if we can get involved with all that, I guess.
Well, it'll happen slowly.
Yeah, that's
and-
right. I think that's right. Yeah.
And,
yeah.
John Westfall, you know, has implemented some of that already
Yeah,
on the existing layout, which
Yeah.
is good.
So that's good.
I haven't learned it yet, but I'm working on it.
Good, good, okay. Well, again, I cannot thank you enough, and
Yeah.
I hope we get a crowd today, and have a good Saturday, and
Me too.
thank you very, very much for
Yeah.
everything.
I always like to see the little kids.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's great.
It's great. We have a lot of field trips coming this
Yeah.
summer. I've already booked a lot of field trips. So if you're a
Yeah.
teacher or a mother or a homeschool parent or anything, come to see us because the children love it. Our
Yes.
biggest problem in the museum, children cry when they leave. Little children
Yes.
in my office, I hear screaming. What's the matter? He doesn't want to go. Yeah. So.
Yeah. You know what I've noticed is that a lot of times the little kids will come and start watching the trains.
Yeah.
And the parents are trying to get the kids to
Oh, yeah.
move along, and so they just go over and sit down and get on their phone, and the kids just watch the trains.
Yeah, I've seen that plenty too. Yeah, it's good for all ages. We have it from babies to 100-year-old people in here, and
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
really happy. So glad we can provide it to each other.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
very much. On May 10th, we have Roy Liebarger, and he's coming at 10 o'clock to talk about the history of his family as to railroading. Fascinating person, and I think it's going to be a wonderful event. So I hope that you will come May 10th at 10 o'clock to hear Roy Liebarger. On the 17th of May, again, the train club is meeting from 9 to 11. And then we have Donna Pedacci coming, and I can't wait to hear this. She's coming at noon. She's a friend of Wheels, and she's coming to talk a book she's written about women warriors. So now maybe is a time when we need women warriors, and I guess we've always needed them, and she's going to tell us how to be one and talk about people who have already done that. On the 24th of May, we have Mike Katko is going to talk about his book, The Poetry of War. That's at 1 o'clock. He was here recently, and he had a huge crowd, and everybody loves him. He was the superintendent of schools, and it's a very, very kind, wonderful, interesting person who's very capable as a speaker. That should be very, very interesting. And on that same day, we have Ron Panabov coming, and he's also a fabulous speaker, and he's a veteran. He talks at the Veterans Memorial. He's coming that day at 10 o'clock to talk about what happened to the telegram. And he has wonderful pictures and stories about what happened to the telegram. And the people who come will be able to write a telegram and send it to someone. And it's going to be a very interesting and fun and very historic and sentimental event that day. On the 31st, we have Michelle Adams. She's coming as a storyteller at 10 o'clock. She's a fascinating, lovely, lovely person, and she has puppet shows and storytelling, and that's very interesting. And also on that day, we have John Taylor. That's the 31st of May. We have John Taylor coming from 12 to 2 to talk about the treasures of the Luna Mansion in Los Lunas. And that's always been a home that's been fascinating to me and to many, many people. He's going to talk about the people who lived here and the history of the Luna Mansion. So I hope that you will come to that event. We've been very lucky. We've been getting great crowds, and that's why we're here. We get up early in the morning on Saturday as volunteers, and we come down waiting for you, and we would be very sad if you were not here with us. On the 7th of June, there's something that I find very, very exciting. There's a man named Mike Kimmel who is a movie and television star. He did over 50 performances with Jay Leno. He's been in many movies. He's a character actor, and he's sort of retired now. And he's at 10 o'clock in the morning, he's going to teach children how to act. and it's going to be very, very nice. It's a very wholesome, wonderful opportunity to learn how to ad lib and how to innovate and how to act. And he's written some books with monologues for children, and they can learn a one-page monologue and they can present it. So I think it's very important to know how to be on the stage, and he's a super kind man. So please, if you're interested in that, we'd love to have you come. Mike Kimmel, you can look him up on the web and you'll see him. He's a character actor, and he's a very, very nice person. On the 14th of June, we have Mike Katko coming back, and he's going to tell New Mexico stories at noon. And again, he's a wonderful, wonderful person. And we have a show by Will Itoh, I-T-O-H, at 10 o'clock on the 14th of June. And it's a photography show of interesting photography that he's done. So I think you will all love that. He's quite a famous photographer. On the 28th of June, we're going to have Suzanne Stouffer, and she's going to talk about the fried chicken Castaneda. So this is going to be about the Castaneda Hotel. So that's going to be very, very interesting. And that's at 11 o'clock in the morning. So we have a lot of things coming up that will be fascinating, and we're always looking for more. So if you have an idea for an event or a presentation, please let us know at 505-243-6269. We're a nonprofit. We're volunteers here trying to help Albuquerque, help the rail yard, help our communities to save our history and our culture, and talk about the past, the present, and the future of transportation and the people who made it all happen. Thank you very much.